Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Red Room. Today, I think we are going to rant. I did a pause there because, okay, it's a semi-rant. It's always a semi-rant. We're not at cycles. So we're going to talk about Drivethru RPG and their Avenger Satanic clause.
Close. Avenger clause.
Yes.
Okay, just to start, this is not an announcement that we are going to get out of Drivethru,
We
because
can't.
that's yeah, that's always what the wokesters they'll always say, if someone is complaining, just get out.
Yeah, that's exactly it. We're not going to get out of Drivethru. We're
That's
going to
not
be there and annoy the hell out of you.
that's not the fucking way to solve things. We should start by changing things if you can. That's what you have been doing, you fucking shit. You have changed that everything. You get inside the companies and then you change everything. So
And you expel the people you don't like. So yeah.
let's try to change things before you get out. So we are not going to get out, but I've already started adding the ebooks to lulu.com, which is probably just as woke as Drivethru, but
they don't do so much virtue signaling.
Yeah,
I can never say this word. I hate it so much that I can't say it.
maybe that's because they have all kinds of books there, so they aren't even aware of what people are really selling there. So
And Drivethru actually has a monopoly right now of the big chunk of the market, so they think they can do whatever they want because that's not gonna impact their sales.
And it probably will not. So that's not a problem for them, it's a problem for us. So everybody has talked about this, so we are kind of late, but I think this is the kind of thing that we can't just ignore, because we are selling there. So we have a small publisher, small independent publisher, so we can't ignore this. We can't ignore this. Okay, so what's
Are you going to read the Avenger clause?
Not just that, but yeah. So there's a couple of things there. Let's start by the hostile marketing.
Yeah, I love the hostile marketing.
Publishers who deliberately court controversy by making public declarations or accusations of censorship resulting from this process in order to draw attention. The process is when the titles are being reviewed by when someone accuses them of potentially offensive content. So they are announcing that if people complain about what is happening, if they complain about being censored or trying to be censored, the behavior will not be tolerated. We have adopted a strict one warning policy for those who engage in hostile marketing. The first incident will prompt a warning, and after a second incident, their accounts will be removed from our site.
So this is hostile marketing that we're doing right now because we are criticizing.
Yeah, you can't criticize.
Yeah.
So by the way, I think
and like it. Sorry.
Yeah. Avengers scenario, I think it's back on or something like that, or it will be. He announced it a couple of days ago, probably. But anyway, this is probably still called the Avenger clause.
Yeah, and we need to remember something about Drivethru. They are basically, how can I call it? Parasites, okay, because they are taking advantage of other people's creativity and getting a percentage. So they are pimps.
Yeah. But
you can't say bad things about them.
No, but yeah, also this is an American company, and you can't criticize capitalism because there's always someone saying, but they can't do that. Yeah, they can do that, but
they shouldn't.
They shouldn't do well. At least, okay, so they can charge how much they want if people accept. That's their problem. But besides the fact that they are already getting their share of the profits, and it's a big share,
and we need them. So okay, people need to sell, so they use Drivethru.
So, but then we do accept that. But then you have to. You can't complain because if someone tells that your scenario is offensive because this and that, they immediately take it out, and then They won't immediately take it out, obviously, because all this is made according to their unwritten guidelines. Because obviously, if I'm going to say, okay, this game here that it's called First is for Lesbians is a piece of shit and it offends me, they are not going to take it out. Because if you are saying that, that's because you are fucking,
You're a Nazi.
yeah, you're a Nazi. So they are not going to take that. But if one of those whiny pieces of shit say that some of Avengers scenarios are offensive, they are certainly going to revise them. And even if they put them back on the store, there were losses because of that. So, and then you can't complain. Why can't you complain?
Yeah,
You
that's
should complain.
exactly.
That's a possibility that you must have. You have to complain because they aren't offering anything. They are selling uh, books and they are getting their share of the books. So if people can complain because they are the only option here, that's basically they are exerting a lot of influence out of their monopoly. So that's not okay.
Indeed, to think, okay, so they can decide, okay, we don't want to sell the Red Room scenarios because they suck. But that is the thing. But if there are people that are interested in buying, why are you not selling it? You're a company, you're supposed to make money and not make those stupid choices.
Yeah, but you know
That's
that
hypocrisy. That's hypocrisy.
they are selling virtue signaling as well. So, and then there's another thing here in the standards. Kind of ridiculous, the product content. You know that neither your work description nor any promotional material, including blog posts, blah 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 blah. This is the usual thing, but this is not true because some of the things that are included here is racist, homophobic, discriminatory, etc., etc., etc. So, but it's a lie, because if you say that you can't be, for example, the kind of people that can't play a series of good games, they include people who do not support Black Lives Matter. You don't have to support Black Lives Matter. You don't have to
It doesn't
support.
make you. It doesn't make you a racist.
No, it doesn't make you racist.
You just don't support Black Lives Matter.
And also, you don't have to support the alphabet people. That doesn't make you a bad person. Okay, I do not support the alphabet people. I don't give a fuck if you want to be called they, them, or Kriegs, Kroklak, whatever. You can be whatever you want to be. You will never have the right to make other people treat you by the made up pronouns that you want. That's just stupid, and fuck you.
They just do that to confuse people and to feel special, because there are some pronouns that are absolutely ridiculous, that are not even words. Well, they are words, they're not pronouns. Some of them are not words, like the zer, whatever.
Yeah, there's many of those stupid pronouns aren't real words. Most of them aren't real words. And then there's well, that's not a real issue. So
yeah, we are going out of topic. That's not rent.
It's also part of the topic, because if you are one of those, you can do whatever you want. If you are not one of those things, so they want to control social media as well. So if you have to be careful, because you can't do this. You can do this video. If you are doing this video, they can take us out tomorrow because you did this video, and we are saying things that we shouldn't say.
Yeah, about Drivethru.
Not just about Drivethru.
Not about Drivethru, but also about
woke people and the alphabet people.
Unicorns.
Yeah, you can't say things.
I'm not going to start talking about trends because I will not shut up.
Okay.
So I don't want to talk about bearded guys that are lesbian, that wear dresses and they are lesbian and had penises. I don't want to start on that.
Well, anyway,
I don't have a voice, so I will keep my mouth shut. That is for another. Yeah. That is for another rant.
Anyway, that's the people they are courting, and I hope they will have many customers like those. And I hope there's going to be someone trying to steal the monopoly out of Drivethru, because they deserve it. They deserve to have a big cut in their profits. And if some company appears, I will gladly join them, because obviously the only hostile thing right now is not someone's marketing,
Mhm.
it's the Drivethru's behavior versus some of their clients, customers, and
The creators, because at the
some of
same
the
time we are
creators.
also, well, is drive-through are, I'm thinking if we are also the drive-through customers, do you know what I mean?
We
I
are,
mean,
we are,
they need
of
the
course,
people
we are
that put
customers.
content there, so they need this. They, if all the non-woke role play producer disappeared from drive-through, how much would that affect their sales? Because let's not
I
forget
don't know,
that
probably
the
not
other guys
much.
also go on to Ichiwo and Exalted Funeral,
Yeah,
so the wokes have other places to be.
they do. Yeah, that's right. But probably the most of their business comes from companies that aren't neither woke nor anti-woke, the commercial companies
Hmm.
that are mainstream, and probably they can survive without any of those. But anyway, this is the problem is not for those guys because they sell anywhere and they don't need drive-through as well. They can sell on their own
Hmm.
websites and Amazon and all that,
And in stores.
and in stores. Yeah, it's just for the smaller people the smaller publishers that have to use print on demand and sell
Yeah,
ebooks.
and like I'm gonna say that of course we have red exploitation that I have the cover in my back and sexual holocausts. We decided to mark them as mature for safety, and of course nobody's gonna see them
Yeah,
because now they're hidden.
and then there's the option. So we are now selling on Lulu as well for ebooks, not just print on demand. But I have um, checked that, and we sold a couple of ebooks on Lulu. People aren't going to change. Uh, Even if they aren't satisfied with the drive-through, they aren't going to do a boycott. So it's just basically it's the kind of
Yeah,
war that
yeah, but
it's
I guess
lost.
I would use drive-through to buy problematic content to show drive-through that actually sells. So, do you want to lose that part of the business?
Yeah, well, but anyway, the thing is, there's no at the moment there's no chance of finding Lulu. People don't use Lulu. I don't know why. That's just why not? I don't know. They aren't used to, because there's a problem. No, there's no problem. It's, you can buy them. You can buy anything there the same way you can buy it on drive-through.
People
You
are used to drive-through. They see
That's
everything in
basically that.
drive-through. They have credit, so they are used to it.
Yeah,
It's
the only
comfortable. It's practical.
the only difference is credits, because you can use PayPal and credit card, and so there's not that's not an issue. You can buy the things the same way you buy on drive-through.
And
Uh,
the books, the printed books are a lot better on Lulu.
yeah, yeah.
By
Yeah.
the way,
I'm not even going to start on that, but using print on demand on the publisher side is a pain in the ass. Takes a long time to have the books prepared to print. Sometimes the proofs come with mistakes. There were two books that had a bonus, two proofs. One had a poetry book inside it, and the other had some pictures.
yeah, it's just a photo book inside, so it's two
Yeah,
on
so
one.
and it takes a long time for this, unlike Lulu, which is basically instantaneous. And even then, there are mistakes there. So well, that's not. Yeah,
They are woke and incompetent as fuck.
yeah. So
Sorry, drive through.
well, the part of the including poetry books, it's not their fault. It's
Well,
the
it
fault
is
of
their.
they are using a company that is
They're probably using a
rubbish.
shitty graphic, so that is their
Yeah,
fault.
they are
They picked them.
they are that companies probably they have lots of problems. They take longer, and well, anyway, that's it.
Yeah. End of rant.
Yeah,
Yeah. Before I start talking about bearded guys
yeah.
that are lesbians,
Hmm.
let's pull out.
Okay, so that's it. So if you are going to avoid buying stuff on Drivethru, there will be a link here for lulu.com, where you can buy, as before, the print-on-demand books, but you also
And
can buy
also the
the
PDFs.
ebooks. Yeah, so that's it. Have
Bye
a nice
bye.
weekend.